Today's video, I want to talk about two things that I hear all the time when I talk to people about what I do for a living. So, to give you an idea, it's the middle of the week on a weekday, work hours, and I'm up here in the woods just driving around, exploring, and looking for gold because I enjoy doing that. And a lot of people come up to me all the time around town, at the gym, etc., and ask me what I do for a living. I explain it to them, and almost 90%, probably more than 90% of the time, people give me two excuses. Usually I get both excuses, and both these excuses, in my opinion, are completely invalid. And I'm going to tell you why. The first excuse I hear all the time is I don't have the right personality to be an influencer on social media. So I think I want to give you guys a bit of my backstory just real quick so that you can get kind of a perspective on how invalid that argument is to me, because I'm literally, personality wise, my core fundamental makeup of who I am as a person is literally the furthest thing you would expect from somebody who's a successful person on social media. So I'm a Virgo, which in astrology, I'm like one of the hardest personalities to be social. I'm quiet, introverted, etc. I'm also an INFJ on the Briggs and Myers personality test. I'm a super introverted person. I don't enjoy being in the camera. I don't enjoy attention. I was homeschooled. I grew up virtually no friends, no involvement with other people my age. The only interaction I got with people my age was on weekends when we went to church. And my church only had two kids my age or in my age range, and they weren't always there. So that was my only social interaction throughout my childhood until I became a teenager. I was 16 before I started interacting with people my age on a more frequent basis. So my personality has developed in such a way, like there's the part of me I was born with, and then there's a personality part that's developed over most of my childhood being completely secluded from other people. And so when it comes to social interaction, it's always been something very difficult for me. I'm not a talkative person. Generally speaking, I'll say what needs to be said, and that's it. There's no fluff. I cut straight to the point, make my point. As soon as the words that are necessary have been said, I'm done talking. And so doing content creation was very hard for me for a long time, and it still isn't really easy most of the time because it's just not who I am. I'm not a talkative person. I'm not spontaneous and bubbly, happy on camera kind of guy. But even that being said, I'm in the top 4% of content creators across social media. If you Google how many people make over $100,000 a year off social media, it's about 4%, maybe even less. And I'm in that category. So when people tell me they don't have the right personality type, if you're watching this video, I guarantee you have a better personality for doing content creation than I do. And, I've been doing it for over 6 years now. So yeah, I've had a lot of practice, but that's the point, guys. Like if you want to get good at anything, whether it's riding a bike or learning to swim or, anything, you have to put the practice in. You do the reps, you get the work in, you get the experience, and pretty soon you start to become good at it. And if I'm able to do this and be a full-time content creator, and I can literally go out in the middle of the week and just play around in the mountains, like I don't have to work. I worked 40 minutes this week, and that's pulling in over six figures a year through affiliate marketing. And that's why I'm teaching affiliate marketing now, is because it's such a powerful tool people can use to monetize something they already enjoy doing. And that's why I'm going over the series of 300 hobbies and 1,500 sub niches. And I'm doing a lot of the work for you guys in those articles and on those videos. In the articles, there's already clickable links to affiliate platforms for each of those sub niches. So there's literally, I've done 90% of the work for you guys to do. Like, you just read the blog article for your favorite hobby, go to the links, sign up, start recording content, and post your link. It's that simple. And if I'm like the most introverted type personality on planet Earth and I can successfully do it, you can too. Because like I said, if you're watching this video, you probably have 1,000% chance better at being successful as an affiliate marketer, as a social content creator, than I do. And the second thing I hear out of almost everybody's mouth is that they don't have the time. And when I started YouTube, when I started my channel that became successful, I was working 12 to 16 hours a day at least. And most of those times I was working 5 to 6, sometimes 7 days a week. There was several periods of time where I'd work 14 days straight without taking any time off. And a lot of times where I was driving truck at night, hauling asphalt for highway paving projects. And then I would sleep a few hours and get up and go dig a house pad or put in a sidewalk or dig some utility trenches or something like that during the day. And then that evening, I'd hop back in a truck and drive again for another 10 hours, 12 hours at night. And so I was putting in tremendous hours, and I would simply sit in my car for a second, record a short video, and post it. And that's all I was doing. I was throwing my affiliate coupon code in for the product I was talking about. For the product I was talking about in the video, and that was it. And it started taking off and becoming successful. And it wasn't too long before I was able to quit working a regular day job. And now, like I said, my work week is incredibly short. Tops I'll do in a work week is maybe 2 hours of work, and that's when I'm feeling really motivated and I feel like putting out extra content. And then lately, with this new channel that you're seeing this on and my new website and stuff like that, I've been putting in a lot of hours into that because that's something I'm passionate about. If me as the most introverted, one of the most overworked in physical labor type people, I have all of those things going against me as a content creator, or I did anyway. I had all of those things going against me as a content creator, and I was able to overcome that. It's easy enough. It's like if you run a marathon or do a triathlon, or if you're in the military and you're doing like an 18-mile ruck march, whatever, you look at and you're like, oh man, this is going to be a lot of work. I know I can do it. I just don't want to do it. And that's where most people get stuck in their head when it comes to becoming content creators. It's like they're stuck in their head. There's no physical limitation on them doing it. It's just their own mental state of mind is preventing them from becoming successful. It's literally, you just sit down and do it on a regular basis, consistently for a long period of time, and you will be successful. That's pretty much the only thing holding anybody back from long-term success in any endeavor is they just don't put in the consistency and they don't put in the effort for a long enough period of time. Most people fail, or most people who fail simply did so because they gave up too soon. And so hopefully you guys get some value out of this video. Thank you guys for watching it. And like I said, if you guys are watching this, I'd be willing to bet money you have 1,000 times better chance of becoming successful at affiliate marketing as a social media content creator than I did. And I was able to overcome that. So when I hear excuses like that, to me, it's kind of laughable and kind of pathetic, because at least from my perspective, I overcame every obstacle that everybody else has thrown in my face over why they can't do it. And I overcame it with the bad personality that I have for doing this kind of thing, and overworking myself, trying to pay bills and make a living. And I was still able to do it, which is a few minutes, a few times per week. I wasn't dressing up, no fancy lights, just recording on my cell phone and posting the content. And if I'm able to do that, you can too. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.